Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Amelie, and today we are talking about the 10 that girl habits that I'm bringing into 2024. Hopefully you guys can get some inspiration from this and maybe find some new habits that you want to bring into 2024. So grab something to eat, grab something to drink. I have some electrolytes here, and let's get started. So first things first, the term that girl, if you don't know, is like this really big TikTok trend, and there's been a lot of controversy about it, whether people like it or they don't like it, and I actually love it because I feel like the whole idea of it is really to just romanticize your life and be the best version of yourself every single day. For that reason, these are my 10 that girl habits that I'm bringing into 2024. I figured that this sit down video would also be a good time to show you guys my updated makeup routine. So this is gonna be like a little sit down, get ready with me, chit chat type video. On my phone, I have my 10 habits. If you guys see me looking like this way, it's because my mirror is over there. So I promise I'm not ignoring you guys. I'm trying to make sure my makeup looks good. So for today's makeup look, I'm kind of going for like the cold girl, glowy, winter vibes, so nothing too dark. I don't really like to wear a lot of makeup on my face, so I'll probably put a little bit of foundation on, but not a lot. So I just wanted to preface, like, if you're looking for a full face, full coverage makeup tutorial, this is not that. Let's get into the 10 that girl habits that I'm bringing into 2024. We are going to start off with daily movement. For my primer, I'm gonna go in with this Smashbox Photo Finish primer. So to start off, I just want to say that daily movement does not mean an intense workout every single day. Our bodies need rest, and if you try to work out every single day, you're gonna burn out, and it's just not sustainable. So what I mean by daily movement is just moving your body in some kind of way every single day. That could be an intense workout if that works into your split. That could be a daily walk. That could be some light yoga. Whatever it is, moving your body every single day is going to give you so much more energy, so much more motivation, and just wake you up. I like to do my movement primarily in the morning because it just sets the tone for the rest of my day and really just wakes me up and gets me moving. But no matter when you fit it in, just squeezing even just 5 minutes of movement every single day is going to make you feel so good. I've actually found that incorporating daily movement has actually just overall boosted my confidence in all of life, because I know that I'm showing up for my body every single day, taking care of it, working on it, getting it to its healthiest, fittest self. And that confidence in my lifestyle has reflected outwards. As we know, confidence is built from the inside out. So daily movement has really made a big impact in my life in so many ways, confidence being one of them. For my foundation, I'm going in with this Smashbox foundation, and this is the shade M10W. Daily movement has so many impacts. Obviously, I just mentioned confidence, but also you're gonna see so many mental health benefits from daily movement, because it truly is the best way to clear your head and just focus on bettering yourself and your life and not worrying about any of the other factors that are going on in your life. Like when I am doing yoga or I'm showing up for myself in the gym or I'm on a run, I'm not thinking about anything else going on in my life other than the workout that I'm doing and myself, and how I'm bettering my life, bettering myself, and doing something that my future self will thank me for. So for that reason, moving your body every single day is gonna have so many mental health benefits for you, other than physical health benefits of making you feel strong, maybe changing your appearance to feel strong if that's your goals for 2024, as well as just making you feel so much more capable in day-to-day life. Like when I am staying consistent with my lifting routine and working out and running, and then I go to the grocery store and I can carry in both bags at once, like that feels good. I feel strong. So daily movement has so many benefits, and if you just implement 5 minutes to an hour, 2 hours, whatever you can in that day, you are going to see so many improvements. Starting off strong, daily habit number 1 for 2024, daily movement. Okay, next up for concealer, I'm going in with this Sephora Best Skin Ever concealer. Daily habit number 2 for 2024 is waking up before double digits. For those of you who are new to my channel, I wake up every single morning that I have school at 4:30 a.m. And it hasn't always been like this. I used to never consider myself a morning person. I would sleep in every single day. I hated waking up in the mornings. Like, I was the farthest from a morning person. And then over quarantine, I started training myself to wake up earlier. I started waking up at 7 a.m., which turned into 6 a.m., which turned into 5 a.m., and eventually 4:30. So it's definitely been a process, and I would never want to make you guys think that you should go 0 to 100. For those of you who don't think that you can become a morning person, I hope that I'm proof that it's possible and you can. You just have to start slow and maybe start waking up 30 minutes earlier every single week until you get to the desired time that you want to. For this habit, I said waking up before double digits because we all love a good sleep-in day. For example, this morning I set an alarm for 9 a.m., but I just let myself sleep in as long as I wanted to, and my body naturally woke up at 8:30 because that's literally 4 hours later than I usually wake up, so that's sleeping in for me. But I know that when I stay in bed until double digits, I just feel like my whole day has slipped away from me. I lose all motivation to do anything. I'm kind of in the mindset of my whole day is kind of gone. What's the point anyways of like doing stuff with my day? So for that reason, I always set an alarm, even on the days that I know I want to sleep in, for 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. because I know that if I stay in bed any later than that, my whole day is just mentally gonna be gone. For blush, I use this Rare Beauty blush in the shade Believe. The second part of this habit is waking up early on weekdays. It's all a balance. I, just like everyone else, love a good sleep-in day, especially if I've been out late the night before. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that I wake up early every single morning, but it is a daily habit of mine that makes me feel so good to wake up early every single weekday, and it just lets me get my workout out of the way in the morning. And then when I show up to wherever I have to be, whether it's school, work, whatever it is, I am so much more energized because everyone else around me is showing up with like puffy eyes. They're all tired, like they just woke up. But I've already had pretty much an entire day, and I had the time to get ready, move my body. Like, I've just had the time to really set the tone for the day myself and make the day my own before other people can set it for me. Next up, this is the Rare Beauty contour stick in the shade Happy. If you take anything away from this video, daily movement and waking up early are genuinely the biggest lifestyle shifts that I've made in my life that have made the biggest difference, and I will definitely be bringing those into 2024. So the third habit is a good skincare and night routine. There are two parts to this. The first part is having a good skincare routine. Like, you're gonna see the differences. My skincare routine has kind of changed up a little bit between the years, just like the products that I use. But the biggest takeaway I've had from my different skincare routines is that it's really not as much about the products that you think it is, and it's more about the consistency. So no matter how late you're going to sleep, no matter where you've been, do your skincare, because you are going to wake up in the morning feeling so accomplished and so much better when you wake up with glowy skin rather than waking up in the makeup that you wore last night. The second aspect of having a consistent skincare routine is that it's kind of like a mental trigger for your body to just wind down and get ready to go to sleep. Like, for me, I like to put on a podcast or some calming music, do my skincare routine, and this is kind of just a way for my body to know, like, all right, the day's over, we're winding down, we're going to sleep, and it gives me just the sense of stability and calmness before I go to sleep that has really made a huge difference in the quality of my sleep, the quality of my night, and just overall my entire life. And for that reason, having a consistent skincare routine is so important. And also, in my notes, I wrote having a consistent skincare routine and night routine, because the key to having a good morning routine and waking up early is having a good night routine. If your night routine is like super random, you're going to sleep at random times, sometimes super late, sometimes early, say goodbye to your morning. If you want to try to wake up at 6 a.m., but you're going to sleep at 2 a.m. because you've been scrolling on your phone, it's not happening. You need to have a good night routine, whether that's drinking some tea, reading a book, lighting a candle, doing some yoga. You need to have this consistency and this routine that you can do every single night that winds you down for bed and gets you in bed early so that you can have a good morning routine. Good skincare routine, good nighttime routine, it's gonna make the biggest difference the next day. Moving on to highlight and my next habit, this is the Merit Beauty highlight stick in the shade Citrine. And the next habit is intentional purchasing and investment. For way too much of my life, I've just bought the cheapest thing and the thing that was most accessible to me because I wanted to save money. Over time, I've realized that this is a really bad habit because first of all, I then end up supporting like fast fashion brands, which never makes me feel good. And I always end up throwing the thing that I bought away because either it broke because it was bad quality, or I invested in fast fashion and it went out of style. In the moment, you might think that you're saving money, but you're really not, because then you just end up throwing it away and then you have to rebuy it, and it's just this endless cycle. And I would rather spend more money the first time and then have that thing with me for a long period of time than I would just like spending these small amounts of money over and over again and then just constantly being in this endless purchasing throwaway cycle. In 2024, it's a really big goal of mine and something that I've been trying to do for 2023 to invest in high quality timeless pieces, especially when it comes to clothes, and keep them in my closet. Same thing when it comes to makeup products, skincare, room decorations. I've just really been trying to focus on quality and obviously buying within my means, but this has really made a big difference in just overall my entire life, because now instead of like having these random pieces of clothing that I only wore once and now just doesn't match with anything in my closet, I have these pieces that are more flexible that I can wear with everything. Like this black sweater, for example, I could wear it with jeans, I could wear it with leather pants, leggings. Like, it's a high quality piece that is going to be used for many things. On that topic, as someone who struggles with spending money, like I have not always had the best relationship with spending money, because I think in the past I feel like I haven't felt like I was worthy of treating myself to expensive things. 2024 is going to be a year of investing in yourself. You deserve nice things, you deserve special treatment from yourself, and you have to invest in your future. So even if buying expensive things might be kind of hard, and again, I'm saying this like, please don't spend out of your means, don't make yourself go broke, but if you can afford it, you deserve the nice things and you should treat yourself, because it's gonna make you feel better in the long run. It's gonna have so many health benefits for like skincare and makeup. Like, you don't wanna be putting bad quality makeup items on your skin. You're gonna end up breaking out and it's not gonna benefit you in the long run. So you're worthy of investing in yourself, and it might be more expensive in the moment, but it's gonna pay off in the long run. Now for bronzer, I use the Fenty Beauty bronzer, and then I have like this bronzing brush that I just got off of Sephora. So our next habit is Jomo, J-O-M-O. And for those of you who have no idea what I'm talking about, I actually got that off of TikTok. It was a trend for a little bit, and it's like a play on words of the term FOMO. It's actually called the joy of missing out. And to me, this translates into not doing things that you don't want to do, and not doing things that aren't going to benefit you. Like, you shouldn't have FOMO if you don't go to something because you knew you weren't gonna have fun. You should enjoy missing out on it because you're doing something that's gonna benefit you. Like, for example, just recently I got back from a trip and there was this party and everyone was going, and I was like, wow, I am so drained right now. Like, I can't do this, I can't go to this party. And I was sitting in my bed and I was like looking at everyone's stories, and they were all at this party, and I was like, wow, I feel great. Like, I'm so happy that I'm in my bed with a face mask on, reading my book, and that I'm not at this party. So to me, that's a good example of Jomo, the joy of missing out. And I haven't always had this mindset. Like, if you had asked me 2 years ago to stay home from that party, I would have been in bed and I would have been like, oh my god, I should have gone, I should have just rallied, like, I should be there. But in 2023, and I'm definitely bringing this into 2024, I've realized that if you doing something benefits you, you should do it. But if it doesn't benefit you, you should not do it. And if you're making the choice that makes you feel your best and is gonna benefit you in the future, you should not have any fear of missing out on anything that wouldn't benefit you. So I'm really bringing that mindset into 2024 of only doing the things that are going to give me energy and they're going to benefit me, and not having FOMO of something that wouldn't benefit me. And I think that's really important in like high school and college, because there's a lot of social pressure which I've definitely felt in the past, and it's been a work in progress to get to the point that I am at, and I'm by no means perfect. Like, I still get FOMO sometimes, but this is just something that I'm really working on because especially in high school, and I'm assuming college, there's like a very big party culture and just like staying out really late and participating in habits that don't necessarily benefit you. And for that reason, if it's something that you don't enjoy and you know is not going to benefit you, you shouldn't feel like you're missing out on anything. The next habit is spending time alone and taking yourself on solo dates. I've talked about this before on my channel, so if you're familiar with my channel, you've definitely seen me take myself on solo dates this year, and I will definitely be bringing it into 2024 because it has truly benefited my life in so many different ways. People are going to come and go throughout your life, but the relationship with yourself is truly the most important, because no matter how much you love yourself, hate yourself, want to be someone else, you're stuck with yourself. So instead of spending all of this time hating on yourself or trying to be someone that you're not, spend this time learning to love yourself and learning to be okay with just having you. Because when people feel uncomfortable being alone, they tend to grab the low-hanging fruit, because rather than being alone, they would rather hang out with people that aren't pushing them to be the best versions of themselves and maybe even having a negative impact on their mental health. It's better to have good company in being with yourself than it is bad company to being with other people. The right people are gonna come into your life and you shouldn't try to rush it. So if you're in a place where maybe you don't have those people yet, spend your time with yourself working on that relationship so that when the right people come into your life, you're the best version of yourself and you're confident in being alone and you are independent and you can be the best version of yourself for those people. Part of this habit has been taking myself on solo dates to just really like work this muscle of being okay with being alone and showing up for myself and showing that I don't need a boyfriend to take me out to coffee because I can. And I have a boyfriend, so it's easier said than done, but we are on long distance, and this has been a really beneficial practice of mine because I'm not always sad that he's not here, because it's like, look, I can take myself on a date. I don't have to wait around for him to take me out, you know? So whether you're in a relationship or not, it's really important to take yourself out on solo dates and spend this time alone. Like just the other day, I was really hungry and all my friends were busy, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take myself out for lunch. So I went out, I got a salad from Whole Foods, and I took myself to a park, and I just sat in the park completely alone. Maybe I looked weird to other people, but I don't care. And I put in a little podcast, and I just ate my lunch alone in a park, and it was really peaceful. And I actually listened to an amazing podcast, and it was really insightful, and I had a great time. So I know it might be hard to imagine like having fun alone, and I'm not saying that you have to go do this huge thing alone. It's all about baby steps. So maybe you just go on a walk alone. Maybe you go get your nails done alone. Maybe you go out to dinner alone. Maybe you go to the beach alone. Like, there are big things and small things that you can do alone. Start working on the relationship that you have with yourself and show yourself that you are there for yourself, and that at the end of the day, you're gonna be there to support yourself even if no one else will. By the way, this was the Fluff It Up brow wax from Benefit, and then I'm just gonna fill in my eyebrows with this Brow Master from Bare Minerals. Habit number 7 kind of stems from spending time alone, and that is having monthly self-care days. And self-care is just overall like a habit that I'm trying to bring into 2024 more, but I'm talking about like entire days dedicated to just taking care of myself. So for me, what this usually looks like is getting my hair done, getting my nails done, getting in bed early, doing a face mask, taking the everything shower, that's shaving, moisturizing, exfoliating, doing like a really big skincare routine, lighting a candle, like romanticizing every aspect of my life, doing this completely alone. I'll also like journal on these nights and just doing all of the things that make me feel my best and just really like showing up for myself and taking care of myself. For me, I like to get my hair done and do my nails and like do all the little like girly like extra things, but that's not really the whole point of these days. The whole point is just like having a day to myself where I do the things that make me feel my best and make me feel confident and just show up for myself. So you don't have to get your nails done and your hair done, but the whole point is to just have a dedicated day where you are doing everything that's gonna make you feel your best. And I've been implementing this especially towards the last few months of 2023, and it's just made me feel amazing. Next up, we have getting ready daily. I used to be a person, and honestly sometimes I still am, that would only get ready for when I had to. So like if I was going out on a date, or I wanted to take pictures, or maybe it was like a school dance, like then I would get ready. But like when it actually came to school, I would just show up in like pajamas every day, no makeup, hair not done, like literally I was just being there to be there. I still don't get ready every single day, but making myself look nice has boosted my confidence so much. I feel like I am more productive in school too, like look good, feel good, perform better. Like I don't know, especially on test days, you guys. You don't have to get ready every single day, but if you're in high school, my biggest tip to you is get ready on test days, because you're gonna feel so much more confident in yourself and like more awake, and your brain is gonna be more stimulated. And this is not backed by any science, but I swear it works. Every single test I've ever taken where I've like gotten ready, I've performed so much better. So if you're in high school, get ready on your test days. Getting ready daily, even if it feels like you don't have to, you should, because you're getting ready, you're looking nice, you're gonna feel better, you're gonna feel more confident just throughout the entire day. You're gonna feel like you're actually living the day rather than just going through it. Kind of flowing from that habit, we have romanticizing everything and being extremely intentional with your actions. This is really important, going back to what I said about living every single day rather than just going through it. When you romanticize everything, everything gets more fun. Whether it's a workout, whether it's studying, whether it's going on a walk, romanticize it. Some examples of this could be like for studying, light a candle, get yourself a coffee, maybe take your studying session to a coffee shop. Do the little things to make the action more fun, even if it's not a really fun action. This could also go for like working out. Put on an outfit that you're gonna feel cute and confident in. Don't just throw on like a baggy t-shirt and sweats and call it a day, because you're gonna feel random, and when you do things randomly, you get random results. Do things with intention, show up, wear whatever you're gonna feel the most confident in, and have a good workout. And then maybe go get coffee after, like reward yourself. Romanticize it. Like if you're going for a walk, put on a podcast, do your hair, like take a little hot girl walk. Seriously, romanticizing everything has made the biggest difference in my life, because even if it's a boring task, it automatically becomes more fun. At the end of the day, you're the main character of your life. I just like to act like I'm in a movie. Everything gets more fun. I don't know if that makes sense, but romanticize everything. 2 more habits. We're almost done. By the way, this is the YSL mascara. The next habit is saying no to things that will not benefit me and saying yes to things that will benefit me in the future, even if they're scary or I don't want to do them in the moment. At least for me, something I struggle with is saying no to people because I don't want to disappoint them, even if it's something that I don't want to do. It's a work in progress, but in 2023, I've really had to learn to be okay with disappointing people in the short run so that I can support them and be there for them in the long run. An example of this could be maybe my friend asks me to hang out and I'm just really feeling drained and like unsociable. In past years, I would have just forced myself to hang out with them because I don't want to say no to them. Now I've learned that saying no to hanging out right now so that I can recharge and just rest and recover and re-energize myself will make me a better person and a nicer person and a more enjoyable person to be around for them when I see them next. Same thing, kind of going back to the whole like FOMO thing. Really, in 2024, I am trying to get comfortable with saying no to things that I know I don't want to do or that won't benefit me. And then talking about saying yes to things that will benefit me even if I don't want to do them. I feel like sometimes a lot of people say no to things that they maybe want to do but they're scared to do, or maybe they don't think they deserve it, or it just seems like too much too fast. When you start saying yes to more things start coming your way. And this is something that I've literally heard in every single podcast I've ever listened to. So I'm really gonna try to start implementing saying yes to more things in 2023. Because when you are open to new possibilities and new experiences, better things come to you. Those kind of go hand in hand, they kind of go against each other, but they also kind of go together. Being comfortable with saying no and disappointing people in the short term so that you can show up for them and be there for them in the long term, and also saying yes to more things and taking risks and being open to what the universe has to offer. Hopefully that makes sense. The final habit that I have that I am bringing in to 2024 is not striving for perfection, because consistency over perfection, and striving to be 1% better every single day. Also, I'm going in with the Bare Minerals setting powder, and I'm just gonna put that everywhere. If I have changed one thing about myself in 2023, it has been my constant need for perfection. In past years and in my fitness journey, I have been a perfectionist. And honestly, that's been good in some cases, but it's also been very bad in some cases, which honestly led to an obsession. And it's not just fitness as well. It's been like perfectionism in my grades and in my performances and in my sports. Like pretty much anything I do, I strive for perfection, which again, has its pros, it has its cons. But in 2023, I've really worked on striving to be 1% better every single day and giving myself that grace to not be perfect. Succeeding in life and being consistent with habits is all about having a positive relationship with it. And if you are someone who constantly strives for perfection and you do something good, but you don't do it perfectly, you're gonna be too harsh on yourself and you're gonna start to have this negative correlation with it, because rather than giving yourself credit where it's due, you're just picking yourself apart and being like, ugh, I worked out, but it was only for 30 minutes instead of an hour, which instead, you should just be like, wow, I'm so proud of myself for working out, because maybe yesterday you didn't even get to the workout. So the fact that you even showed up for yourself and worked out is something that you should give yourself credit for, and is working to a better future, a better you, and you're really just being 1% better. For my lips, this has been my current obsession. This is the Tarte Maracuja Juicy Lip Liner, and I love it because it tints your lips, but at the same time, it's also gloss. And apparently it's a plumper too. But yeah, like I was saying, changing my mindset from perfection to 1% better also has really helped me escape the all or nothing mindset. Learning from my mistakes in past years, I would really get stuck in this all or nothing mindset, perfect or terrible mindset, essentially. And if I was not perfect, I would just throw all of my progress away, throw all of my hard work away, and just fully give up. Let's take diet, for example. I was so focused on being perfect that if I wasn't perfect and maybe I ate too many cookies at a party, I told myself I was only gonna eat one and just stick to my fitness goals, and then I had 3. I would throw this all away and be like, you know what, I've failed already, like my diet hasn't been good today, I might as well just keep going. This constant need for perfection actually led me to make worse decisions for myself. And striving to be consistent and 1% better every single day, I've learned to not need perfection, but rather go for consistency. And if I can consistently hit my nutrition goals, and then every now and then have some cookies or a sweet treat, or like I can consistently move my body and work out, and then every now and then I'll take a unexpected rest day or something like that, it lets me have so much more grace with myself and be accepting of myself, and it's really just helped me escape this all or nothing mindset. So if you are someone that struggles with having an all or nothing mindset, remind yourself that consistency is more important than perfection, because our life and our future is shaped by the little habits that we do every day and over a long period of time. So just like one day of perfect eating, perfect workouts, perfect productivity won't take you to your dream goal, whether that be a certain physique, whether that be a certain feeling, a certain job, whatever it is, same thing goes for one day where you're not perfect. It's okay to have those days where you're not perfect, because it's not about perfection. One day of perfection won't take you to your goals. One day of imperfection won't take you away from them. It is about the actions that you are doing consistently. And when you change your focus from being perfect to being 1% better, you are going to have such a more positive relationship with all of the habits that you are trying to have in your life, because there's not this constant stress of being perfect. It's just like what can I do today that's going to make me a better person tomorrow? Makeup is done. Also, you guys, I cut my own curtain bangs. I'm not sure how I feel about them, so if you see me playing with my hair, that's why. But those are the 10 habits that I'm bringing into 2024 that I have been really trying to implement into the end of 2023, and I have felt that they have made the biggest difference in my life. Let's do a little recap in case you forgot. Number 1, daily movement, waking up before double digits, a good skincare and night routine, intentional purchasing and investing in yourself, Jomo, the joy of missing out, spending more time alone and taking yourself on solo dates, monthly self-care days, getting ready every single day, romanticizing everything and being intentional, saying no to things that don't benefit you and saying yes to things even if they're scary. Oh, I guess I did 11. And also not striving for perfection, rather strive for being 1% better every single day. Here is the finished makeup look. This has honestly been my go-to, especially in the winter. I hope that you guys had a few good ideas of what you can add into your 2024 routines. I hope that you got some inspiration from this video. I'm so excited to bring you guys into 2024 with me, so make sure that you're subscribed and following my Instagram and TikTok. And with that, I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one.
Anywhere you go, you belong. Anywhere you say,